Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we know that people want to keep listening to this shit. With that said, on with the show.
All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome along to episode 12 of Champagne Hooligans. Boys, how are we?
Good.
Very, very well. Very well.
Nice. Steve, how was your football week?
Soul. How was my football week? That's a great question. I wasn't expecting you to ask me. Well, despite it being one of the most important weeks for Chelsea Football Club in the last number of years, there's only one place to start, and it's Goodison Park on Saturday evening. Villa, against all the odds, take away a 3-point victory from Goodison Park. One of the games that Brian O'Keefe had earmarked as a guaranteed Everton win. Yeah. So it was phenomenal. Even though I was drinking at the time, didn't actually quite get to watch it all, but I had Brian O'Keefe. I knew he was watching it.
It was so annoying. Like Everton destroyed them. It was so annoying. And then Villa just pop up with their only shot on target in the second half. Like fucking El Ghazi, you can't even fucking play football.
What a goal. What a goal that was.
Like fucking bullshit. Swings one into the top corner. Oh my God.
And having a glass of vino at home, was it, Steve? Just, in the comforts of your own home, very COVID compliant.
Yes. It was in the comforts of my own home. So that was great. That was honestly the best news that happened over the week for me, and looking at the table now, Brino's more or less fucked, because I always felt that this race was always going to be about just getting ahead, as soon as you can, because all the teams are pretty shit and they're going to stumble over the line. So Villa are in the top 10 now, which really gives them the best chance. They have a game in hand, 1 point ahead of Liverpool. The next two fixtures are going to be crucial. 1 point ahead of Leeds. So the next two fixtures, I think it'll be done by then. So we have Villa at home against United and at home against Everton. Everton being their game in hand. And we have Leeds at home against Spurs, high flying Spurs, Gareth Bale banging them in Spurs, fucking Ryan Mason, best coach in the world, Spurs.
Standard Lenny hot take.
And Burnley away.
Leeds show up against the big teams. They have all season.
Well, the bookies don't think that.
Can't beat the shit teams.
The bookies don't think that. The bookies have Leeds as 5-2.
Lenny's recency bias is absolutely hilarious. Like,
so, hot hand
takes about a half hour.
Hot hand fallacy, Steve.
Listen. I think it's dead and buried now. I think if I was to ask Brino if he wanted to raise the stakes here to 500 quid, he'd probably say no.
Weekly offer.
I definitely would say no, but I still.
Yes, so that's the most important and most reliable signal to Brian O'Keefe realizing that he is no longer trending, or he is trending, but it's in the wrong direction.
No, no, I don't believe so. But anyway,
So
a big plus, Steve, has to be the goal difference as well, right?
The goal difference is an interesting
versus one. -2 versus -13.
Yeah, 10 versus -2. So Aston Villa on +10, Leeds on -2. So that's definitely going to be important. And even Arsenal on 9. But I fancy Arsenal will get the points they need. But I can't see Leeds doing it.
No, so unbelievably easy run in. It's Leeds or Villa. So I actually checked this with the bookies the other day. I was like, can I lay off some of this now?
Oh my God. That is so Brian.
That just sums up Brian O'Keefe.
That would have been hilarious if you laid off the whole bet and then came into Steve for like 200 more just to kind of have the exposure.
Yeah.
Checking all the bookies around Magaluf.
Yeah.
Excuse me, will you take my bet, please?
And what did they say? Did they tell you to fuck off?
Yeah, no, they didn't. I could get so Villa are 2-1 on, and Leeds are 6-4. Effectively, that's the Arsenal are 7-1 on to finish in the top 10. So it's Villa or Leeds. But like a week ago, it would have been flipped between Leeds and Villa. And like,
so are you saying, Brian, it's trending in the wrong direction?
No,
Leeds
it's 1 week. It's 1 week buck. It's just a 1 week.
Leeds losing to Brighton as well was the other beautiful piece of that pie that happened. That was unexpected too. So.
Like, thank God I only watched the second half of that game because I nearly put my head through a wall.
I cannot wait to take that money. Honestly, I cannot wait to take that money. That's going to be a great day.
Ceremonial presentation.
Bottle of champagne for me, James and Sully, and maybe I'll send
handing over the big check.
I'll send a bag of coal to your doorstep there on Mallorca or something. I mean, it was a big week for Chelsea, but it pales in comparison. Obviously, we're in the Champions League semi, second leg tonight. Huge game. We'll see what happens. But no need to get into that. I think we'll discuss that next week on the pod. It's either going to be crying in bed tonight or laughing in bed. So we'll see.
Would you take Villa bet or Chelsea final?
That's a good one. I think I would take.
You have to take
Chelsea final.
Yeah.
200 quid is probably not going to scratch.
Well answered, Steve.
Yeah. Thank you, James.
I'm very grateful for that, because if you answered that the opposite way, Fox would have had a fucking connection.
Yeah.
You're not a real fan.
I'm trying to pour a beer here, and I'm like, hang on, put this down because I'm ready to start shouting abuse.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Takes us along to the O'Keefe's football week, I guess. Why, O'Keefe, your retort?
Yeah, I mean, rough. I watched the whole Everton Villa game, and it was just Everton. Like, Everton are terrible as well, but God,
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, and like they got away with the first half being 1-1, but in the second half they just dominated Villa, and Villa had nothing, and they just popped up. Like, honestly, I was watching my iPad. I want to hop my iPad off the wall. It was so annoying. And like, luckily, Steve wasn't watching it, so Steve was drinking, so he wasn't watching it. And I was like, oh, thank God, because Steve knows I'm a few minutes behind.
Yeah, that's very enjoyable.
So Steve likes to just get in early and like with a voice note or something before I've seen the goal, just go woo, fuck you, O'Keefe, or whatever. So I was actually kind of happy that wasn't the case.
But I will be employing that tool going forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
and it's going to be fun.
It's
might even come in with a couple of oh no's, and then only for fucking Villa to have scored.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna have to start muting our WhatsApp group for these games. But yeah, and then,
I'll sidebar you.
Sidebar me, but yeah, Leeds. I was fully expecting at least a point there. Like Brighton, I think Brighton were at home, weren't they? And the fucking Danny Welbeck's goal was unbelievable. Did you see the Cruyff turn and the fucking finish? Like,
call him up. He's in the England squad. He's heading to the Euros. Yeah. He's heading to the Euros.
Danny Welbeck hasn't been able to fucking get his legs out from under him for about 5 years, but toes up the fucking Cruyff turn and like sticks it in. And like Brighton can't score. Like,
decent this year.
Well,
a couple of nice goals. They scored a nice goal a couple of weeks back as well.
Brighton's XG is like 7th in the Premier League.
They just can't finish the game.
Yeah.
They're actually all right to watch. I know, Brian, you're going to disagree, but
I actually think they're good to watch. I like
there's just no end product. They're actually very frustrating to watch.
Great to watch at the weekend, though. All the same.
No, I wasn't happy with that. But yeah, they can't fucking score. Like the 3 previous games, the no goals, so they just can't fucking score. So get on to my bets later because it's related. Then Newcastle lost to Arsenal, but that was a massive win for me. Newcastle are safe as houses.
Wow.
I said that fucking Newcastle beat Arsenal. I told you idiots. I put my money where my mouth was last week. Said over 1.5 away goals. Did you listen? Absolutely not. Of course, you're an idiot.
But Brian, we'll speak about this a little bit more.
A stop clock is right twice a day.
In the betting, like it's like listening to my brother. It's like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that though.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like Arsene Wenger. It's like Arsene Wenger talking about
we were gonna do that. Like I was gonna back that one as well. So,
on that, did you hear Van Gaal recently with a full like fucking memorandum of the players that he missed out on at United through his period there?
It's basically Brian O'Keefe on the memorandum of bets that he's missed out on.
I mean, it was literally like all of Wenger's like nonsense talking for years, and I liked Wenger outside of that transfer shite.
Yeah.
But like Van Gaal just came out with like a full list of like literally like the top 20 players in Europe, just going, oh yeah, I asked for him, didn't get it. Oh, I didn't ask for him, didn't get it. It was like a 4-4-2 interview or something. It was like it's ridiculous. Like I was saying, like of course you look at every player. Like I mean,
I'll take Messi.
They're the 20 best players in the world, so we should look at them. We should definitely look at them.
I mean, like surely every club looks at 300 players per season, like you know what I mean, and feels them out and susses out what's their contractual arrangements.
Yeah. But yeah, so in the end, like Newcastle Arsenal was the last game of the 3 Villa, the Leeds, Villa, Arsenal.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that actually saved me there. That leaped Arsenal from 11th to 9th, and so yeah, I was very.
And even with that loss, Newcastle are home and hose, really, aren't they? 9 points. Fulham's little revival kind of ceased pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
gotta love Scotty Parker though.
Yeah, I do like Scotty Parker, but and then, like Newcastle are safe. They're definitely on the beach now. Even Max Mann was terrible against Arsenal, so once he's done dusted, Newcastle are done dusted.
I saw the guys on Sunday. They're really giving out about Newcastle. They just do not care, but like
typical of Newcastle, though. I mean,
it's hard. Like, they probably know they're safe, and they're like, "Oh, you need a reaction." They're all professional
I
players. But I'm sure.
care. I don't care. Like, as long as it's in the Premier League, I don't care. Like, that's all I can hope for.
They're paid $100,000 a week to.
They are the most beach team, though. Like, they're the most. If you could think of a team that would go to the beach with 4 games left and they're safe, it's fucking Newcastle.
Wolves, Burnley, but yeah.
Generally, historically, I'd say it's fucking Newcastle.
No,
they're like, get me out of this shit town. It's fucking freezing. If we can get a couple of extra days.
That is true. But yeah, that was my week. Yeah, like I said, just rough.
Fantastic is what you mean to summarize that as.
It was rough. Fuck you, Steve. Fuck you, always.
JJ Foxamore, what's the story?
JJ Foxamore, what's the story? How are you?
Good. How are you? You right?
Yeah, very well. Very excited. Since
Optimism
we started this...
never dies.
Oh, yeah. No, it's
defining week coming up in your life, I would say.
It's hard living my life. I should say, that should be one important aspect. Yeah. What's that?
I do enjoy being a spectator to it.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's crushing. Yeah, very excited. Just so excited this week, like, for a number of reasons. Most important thing, we're all back playing football and 5-a-side soon, so I'm very excited about that. That should definitely be accounted. But Sheffield Wednesday, after the miserable season that we've had, actually have a chance of staying up in the Championship on the last day of the season. Did I think this was going to happen? No. Do we deserve to go down? Yes, 100% we deserve to go down. Like, but when I look at the games of the Rotherham game, when we conceded in the 94th minute, going to Luton, yeah, legend, what a player. God, Rotherham played last night. I'll explain in terms of the numbers. Luton as well. We're 2-0 up against Luton, lost 3-2. Also Bristol City, just those games, like, it kind of just sums up the Championship. But basically, we're playing Derby on Saturday at 12:30. Rotherham are away to Cardiff. If we beat Derby and Rotherham lose to Cardiff, or if Wickham win 11-0, actually, they still have a chance. We're going to stay up. And the players haven't been paid for the month of April, and that's the 3rd time this year. Club needs to be sold, and I'm just excited. I'm going to be having 1 or 2 beers. So yeah, I mean, I was there at Sheffield Wednesday's last relegation into League One, which was not a great weekend. But I don't know. I just feel, and I'm usually wrong, I just feel that we might just have that chance, because Derby have the pressure. It's all going to be about Wayne Rooney, and if he gets them relegated, like, I've been reading some of the things as well from the Sheffield Wednesday fans. It's like, typical, we'll beat Derby, but rather we'll beat fucking Cardiff.
That would be hilarious.
That would sum up Sheffield Wednesday.
That would be the emotional turmoil we all like to see.
You'd get a 90th minute winner, and at the same time, they're getting a 90th minute winner.
Split screen.
Oh, stop. That would be amazing.
I'm feeling confident, but like, I'm always feeling confident, and I'm always wrong. But I still think we'll kind of go down, if that makes sense. But there's just that little inkling of hope that we're like, Jesus Christ, imagine we did fucking do it. So yeah,
Rotherham play who?
Say again?
Rotherham play who?
Rotherham are away to Cardiff, and like, Rotherham are
away
shit.
To Cardiff. Okay.
And so Wickham, if Wickham win and we lose,
Wickham are toast.
If Wickham win, like, if Wickham 12-0 or 13-0 or something like that, so yeah.
If Rotherham get a draw, is that good enough for Rotherham?
No. So like, Rotherham, like, I don't want to jinx it as well, like, but Rotherham have been pretty poor over the last number of games. So have Derby. Like, Derby actually did really well for a while with Rooney, and then it's just kind of gone really downhill. But of course, like, last Saturday, just to kind of go back to the games, like, so Wednesday, geez, there's a clip of Kieran Westwood and Adam Reach. It's something that you see in an under-12s game. Like, it was so embarrassing. Like, there's actually a TikTok on it at the moment. Might put that up later on. It's so shit. But Westwood saved the penalty, to be fair, and then Derby went to Swansea City, and they actually went 1-0 up, and then they conceded twice. So I was actually thinking during the week as well, like, what had been the best relegation kind of like end of like well, last day of the season. And for me, I think it was like West Brom. Who's the manager? I think it was Tony Mowbray. It couldn't be Brian. It's a long time ago. Does anyone remember that?
Avoiding the drop, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Earnshaw was playing for them. They were bottom of Christmas. They're the first team bottom of Christmas to stay up, and they did on the final day.
Of the
And it was
championship.
no, it was Premiership. It was Premiership.
Oh, right.
I mean, whatever about avoiding the drop. Brino, what was your favorite team that avoided promotion?
Avoided promotion.
Yeah. Modiame goal.
I think I could answer that one for Brian.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday are my favorite team that avoid promotion every year. But yeah, Hull. It was Hull. Modiame.
Jokes on Brian. I was at that final. Don't remember a thing.
Yeah. Well, I have it. I have some video evidence.
Haven't watched the game back. Answer
should.
the question.
Well, you're going to be reliving it in a much more horrific consequences this weekend, I would say.
Well,
whatever meant not being promoted, whatever meant
Steve?
Championship being the hardest league in the world to get out of.
Do you know what,
League
Steve?
One is a nightmare, I would say.
Actually, to be honest, I was talking to my brother about this today. Like Sunderland,
Yeah.
didn't get like it's a
Once you go down there, I would say you're fucked because you have to sell everything. You have to sell the house.
Oh well, we have to sell everything anyway. Like, but also like think about it. You're playing Gillingham or home or away to Sunderland. Like you're going to a 50,000 seater stadium. Like it's your biggest game of the season. So everyone's literally like turning up for like the big occasion. Like Stadium Light's going to be the biggest game of the season. Like so we definitely want to show up. And the problem is,
luckily Wednesday would like they're
probably got a worse stadium.
Like yeah,
I'd say Hillsborough. Well, yeah,
Right.
but and also one thing as well.
Free win at Wednesday.
What I've heard as well through the grapevines, like obviously Premiership and Championship, like team and all that. Once you go below Championship, like obviously, guys have mortgages and families to support. Like you're not actually playing for the team anymore. It's like, I need my next paycheck. So I don't give a shit. So it is very, very difficult to get out of that as well. Rather than at least Championship players, like to be fair, well, some of the Wednesday players are completely overpaid, but like, they're obviously making still a really good living, but once
They're
you go to
paid
League
enough
One,
to not have those real life problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the permutations, I mean, there are so many, but I mean, like, what happens if Wednesday beat Derby by 1 goal, like as in leveling them up on goal difference? What happened in the earlier?
It won't, because Wednesday will go up 1 and they will come down 1.
So so Derby will concede 1 and then we'll go up 1, if that makes sense.
So I think that gets Wednesday above.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because actually, to be honest, it's like, will it go to? I think I can't remember who I was speaking to. I've had a lot of messages and phone calls this week, just asking about all the outcomes, and I'm like, you know what my outcome's going to be? It's going to be like Wednesday are obviously going to qualify and win, which is also part of the bet later potentially. Anyway.
The only reason I want Wednesday to stay up, and I'll just say I don't want Wednesday to stay up, but like if I have to listen to a season of League One
chat, on
this podcast, like that's the only thing. That is the only thing.
I mean, it's cutting our potential audience by,
But at the same time,
60%.
What's the difference between the Championship and League One in my eyes anyway?
Yeah.
It's fucking nonsense.
Nobody cares versus nobody.
I don't actually know some of the teams.
We don't qualify for the Champions League final. We don't make it. 200 million, new manager. It's boring.
Some of the teams that he talks about anyway, I wouldn't know what league they're in. So
I read a thing earlier,
like,
James. You're talking about like the financial difficulty. I read a thing earlier, like as in like if 50,000 United fans put 40 grand up, like to try and buy the club. How much do you reckon you'd have to put up? 40,000 fans put up a $5 by Sheffield Wednesday?
It's
I've been told, bring a tenner, bring your boots as well. You might get a game.
Well, they're not going to have 40,000 fans, so you'd probably need whatever.
Sully, interesting point though, right? And obviously, chairman, he's kind of running the club into the ground, but like Sheffield Wednesday on average, you get around 25,000, 24,000 people to a game. Average ticket price, he actually has put them up a little bit. It's like £32. And I remember looking at this, it's like 850 grand, which is a lot of money. And I know you got to pay the electricity and the stewards and all that, but that's what was paying the players' wages. And of course, obviously, everything that's been hit with COVID, we don't have the same TV money as obviously Premiership. I think you get 50 grand for if you're a home game for Sky. So I think that's where we've been missing. So, and if we go to League One, well, no one wants to watch League One. It's kind of like, do you ever see in Sky Sports, they play, it's like Cliftonville, be fucking Warren Points. And that's when there's literally nothing on or League One, and that's what we could be down to.
I see another mathematics meme come in here and James's head around the 50 grand for Wednesday's home games.
Well, I was actually thinking nobody
yeah.
particularly responded to my little mathematical boo-boo there with the +1, -1 on the goal difference, but okay.
I'll bring a negative.
Yeah.
I'll say nothing.
That's true.
No,
This isn't being recorded.
yeah. Sorry, I'll just keep a note of that.
Well, Steve's the numbers guys, and he
James, you proved yourself to be the numbers guy in this pod. So,
Sully, how was your football week?
Yeah, it was interesting. Was interesting. The Roma game was good. Like, you know, standard United conceding stupidly early, but like good performance, like some beautiful goals. Have you lads seen those goals?
how pathetic were Roma in that game? I honestly couldn't get over it. Like, how many times do you have to go to Old Trafford and get fucking smashed before you start defending?
Mean,
I was the keeper, the sub keeper that came on. It was the worst performance by a keeper I've ever seen. So they're really unlucky that starting keeper got injured.
Oh yeah, but they were so open.
Yeah, absolutely.
defensively.
But they
It was
were
honestly
massively
pathetic.
open. But still, in all, like the goals, like the no look pass from Bruno and the sweeping finish from Cavani, the Cavani goal. Like, I mean, like, I don't know where my head lies with the you know, sign Cavani on for another year kind of stuff. But like, Cavani just being there, moving towards the keeper to collect a spill ball. Do you know what I mean? Just a simple shit. And he's just always doing it right with his movement. I think I would like to see him signed on. I don't. United aren't going to sign Haaland, right? It's just not happening. Do they make Kane happen? Maybe, maybe not.
I would love to see Kane and Man United, honestly.
I would too. I just don't know if the numbers make sense. They probably do, because he'll probably sell a boatload of shirts. But like, as in, like, I just think like they could sign Cavani, and
But Man United are also like an
Greenwood
English
could be
club.
ready for the following year as a centre forward. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it could work that way.
I just
I
think-
wouldn't be too perturbed by that if United signed a centre half and a centre mid in the absence of signing a centre forward, signing on Cavani. You know,
Like Cavani, he's on the way out. He's obviously, you know, he is a world class player. Like, you know, he's obviously got the numbers to back it and everything like that. Like, but I just think Harry Kane, even though he's maybe a little bit older, I think he would just fit Man United. Like, he'd fit Man United than any other club, and I'd actually, I'd love him to win something as well, because
If Harry Kane is available, I
I don't think
going to United.
where's it? I don't think he's going to go to Chelsea.
He won't go to Chelsea. He won't go to Real, maybe.
City.
Not Barcelona. Definitely not City. He's not a Pep player. No, way.
he won't go.
No.
John Pep player, he's the
And
best striker in the world.
No, he's-
Pep doesn't
Aguero
play a
was the Pep
striker.
player.
Pep doesn't play a striker, so he definitely won't get a game there.
There's no way.
But Man United are crap. Like, why? Like,
I don't
eventually
think
someone's going
United-
to realize that.
United are 2 players away.
They've been 2 players away every fucking year. That's honestly the
Yeah,
old
but Steve, they
tale
keep
about-
losing 2
Yeah, but
players, and then they get
Steve,
another 2 players.
Yeah, and then Gary Neville comes in. We
they've
need
got
3
several
players this
signings
summer. We
wrong.
need another 4 players. Did Thomas Tuchel need any fucking players? No.
Well,
don't need
I
2
mean,
players.
how much did they spend last summer?
Bits and pieces here and there. But the previous summer they spent nothing.
somewhere in
Because they couldn't.
How much did United spend last summer?
They couldn't.
You know, you don't need
Chelsea
fucking-
buy like 5 players per summer for like fucking 5 years.
So do United.
Thomas
They
They
Tuchel
also,
was
they also had a
muted.
transfer
Yeah.
embargo, so yeah.
Listen, you don't need fucking new players. You need a coach who can make players better.
I think both. I think he definitely need a better coach. But yeah, no, Harry Kane, I think he can only go to United. But I don't think that deal will get done. I think Levy's going to want 150.
I don't see it either.
Heavy must
I
be
don't
just
think
the worst
anything-
person to deal with. Like,
But like,
Yeah.
that's what I think. Like, sign Cavani on for 1 more year, and I think you've got Greenwood, you know, maturing and putting on a little bit of size and stuff like that. By then, you know, that's what I'd be hoping, and I think that's probably a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd love to see it. Like, I guess the other part of the football week then was the protest, right? So I mean, like, what, where does it lie? And that's why I'm being pragmatic with the kind of expectations for signings and stuff like that. Like, as in, I just don't see them spending 100 million plus, you know.
as
Like,
a Champagne hooligan, they were right. They were right to protest.
I completely disagree.
No, yeah, the hoodlums. I don't mind a protest, but like when you're scratching some guy's fucking eyes out and dragging police down the street, no, it's hoodlums. And more importantly, maybe not more importantly, but secondly, as importantly, they fucked my fantasy football team.
They fucked up my Sunday.
Oh.
They fucked up my Sunday. That was the showpiece event of my Sunday that I was built around that game on.
I mean, the frustrations of a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, it really captures
Stephen Lennon, Sunday, bloody Sunday. They've ruined. I was meant to watch 4 games today. One's been postponed.
Honestly,
4:30 until 6:30. I went unentertained.
As Brian says, I mean, I don't mind a protest, and you know, the Chelsea fans got their protest across, and you can protest like this, but
Arsenal.
The fact that the game was cancelled, first of all, like that's obviously annoying. You know, as I said, that it annoys football fans. It also was an important game for Chelsea insofar as no matter what results we had there, it was going to be a positive. All I needed was the game to happen. If United won, that would get Liverpool kind of further away from the top 4. If Liverpool won, City would have won the league. Chelsea are going to City this weekend. They would have had their foot off the gas. So it was going to be a positive either way. A draw would have been the same. So that's fucking annoying. And then the other thing,
I've changed my opinion. I'm now on the side of them.
The other thing is it sets up
Chelsea.
Steve. Sorry, I just cut across you there. Okay, so basically, United's protests were the only ones that actually mattered because it actually did something, you know.
Did what?
Profound.
Cancel the game.
Postpone the game.
Oh wow!
Actually,
that's really going to hit the Glazers' pocket. What? Like
Yeah.
they don't. It doesn't make a difference. They're getting the money from the match anyway. So
Stephen Lennon is the Champagne Hooligan. He thinks he is a hooligan, but he's annoyed because it's wrecked his Sunday. Like
no. What I will say is it sets a very dangerous precedent, right? So if you can have a football match, so Chelsea are playing fucking City at the weekend. We need that. Let's say it was a more important game. Oh, fucking Kovacic is injured. Oh, Havertz is injured. They need another week. Let's storm the fucking place.
But
get
hang
that
on,
game postponed.
hang on. Havertz is no longer of use.
Or they're
suspended.
suspended.
Kovacic is shite.
I'm just saying, or they're suspended. Let's get that game postponed. Let's push it to the end of the season. They'll be suspended against a shite team. I mean, if that's possible, that is a fucking dangerous precedent to be setting.
Well, I mean, like it was clearly a failure in the security.
I
think your man let him in as well.
Yeah. The funny thing, the one thing I did enjoy was that I was following Noel Gallagher's tweets during the game, which I enjoyed, and just on the security bit. So he started off, his first fucking tweet was Jeremy Kyle FC. Then a couple of minutes later, he goes, "Get the fucking game on." Then he goes, "If it's cancelled, hand those 3 points over to Liverpool and hand that fucking trophy over to City. Simple." Then he goes, "Wankers." And then finally, his last one, which is the funniest one, he goes, "Get better security, you bellends."
Did you see there was also like Paul Scholes' son? Did you see that?
No, as one of the protesters.
Oh, he was given out to Liam Gallagher and he got absolutely schooled by him.
Oh fuck, I didn't see that. No.
Oh yeah, I'll get it up here.
Did any of you guys see the Kerry jersey in the midst of it, a bit like the Masters?
Of course, there has to be a Kerry jersey.
So that guy actually turns out to be a friend of mine from home. I might try and get him on the pod there next week or something.
Definitely get him on. Love to hear his thoughts. And
he had it in a WhatsApp group of ours and mates of mine from home, and someone put it in, and then a couple of comments on it or whatever, and then he just comes about, that could have been anyone in their Munster final day outfit.
See a Kerry jersey in Baghdad at a fucking.
Well, they do get around.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just seen here Aaron Scholes. Okay, so he's replying back to Liam Gallagher. What a knob for even trying to get involved.
Yeah.
But
and so who did who? Scholes did Gallagher, or Gallagher did him?
Yeah, no. So Gallagher's obviously doing the tweets what Lenny was saying there, and obviously that was getting a lot of people laughing, whatever like that. And then he replies back, going, "City are about to win the title, and you can't stop tweeting about United, you sad cunt." And then Liam Gallagher writes back, goes, "If United were about to win the title, would they have done what they've done? Would they? Fuck."
Yeah. It's true.
I think Scalzi wins that battle.
I don't know. That battle.
No, 100%. I disagree.
I mean, it's a bit like Lenny. Like, look at Lenny, how fucking irate he gets with United. Like,
I'm very aware that
why do you care?
But I'm very aware it's a biased opinion because I hate United.
Why do you care?
But I make no apologies about that.
Why do you care? Because I hate them. You're in the Champions League semi-final tonight. You shouldn't be worried about United.
But it would be nice to have City. It would be nice to have City.
We still matter because we still annoy you.
You do
You're getting annoyed right now.
Well, when the other matters because you annoy other clubs, you're like a fly.
You're like a Brino. Yeah, you're like a Brino.
I was made sports team, but Stephen, now you can go fuck yourself.
Sorry, I'm just not used to that dynamic, Brian. I'm not comfortable with it. So,
yeah.
Interestingly, Chelsea have elected to have 3 fan representatives on their boards going forward, which is kind of their response to the whole thing. So it'll be interesting.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Now they don't have any voting rights. They don't have any voting rights. So they're not going to be able to do anything, but they'll be able to sit there and maybe argue against things like that in the future.
Interesting point.
It's a good response. It is a good idea. Then again, will it be effective, or is it just a PR move?
I'd say it's a PR move, almost certainly, but it's
come in here, sit in there. We're going to have a meeting next door.
Exactly.
Seriously, class. You can
help
see
yourself.
it, you can't hear it.
Help yourself to a cup of tea and a biscuit there. And they have to sign a confidentiality agreement though, so like they will be involved, or they will be able to listen to actual kind of things that are.
It's pretty solid. And how many pages did your application run to?
Well, I haven't done it yet, but I will be making an application. I reckon I could get on the board, and then actually maybe they go, listen, actually we might fucking take this guy
Wait
on.
a second.
Take this guy
This
on.
Tall, slightly awkward, lanky
This
guy might
guy does
actually.
a bloody good presentation on pensions.
I mean, so long as they don't go.
What
like,
are these guys' pensions? What are these guys' pensions?
As long as they don't take you out playing a game of golf or something like that.
Oh,
Well, I might tell them I scored a goal on that pitch there, boys. So I'll definitely.
Yeah,
What
Sully,
have
we
you
should move
boys
on.
done?
I don't want to listen to this story again.
Yeah, no one saw that goal either. So.
Yeah, but we'll recap it on the end of season pod. The best bits.
Boys, shall we move on to our betting section?
Yeah, I got a good feeling about this week, actually.
I think I do as well.
Fuck.
4 out of 5 bets.
Oh, God. What's that, Brian?
Yeah, last week I had a really good feeling, and then we lost 4 out of 5 bets last week.
So we don't. So we shouldn't. We don't want a good feeling.
We don't want to.
When you say we lost 4 out of 5, did we lose 4 out of 4 and one game was postponed?
Yeah, basically. But no, Rangers.
So I won.
Well, what did you win?
Yours
Well,
was
the game was
postponed.
called off, so I won.
No, that's not a W. That's
That's a
definitely
W. That's a W in my book.
It's not dub.
It's
But
PP.
I actually, to be honest, I showed you my acca. I only had a 5-team acca on Sunday, and I did win.
Personal accas that haven't been flagged on the pod are just.
Well, hang on, I wasn't. Well, I was
No,
just
no.
telling you because I shared it on the WhatsApp, and I
No,
wasn't
no.
making a big deal out of it. But
You don't share you share the account in advance of any of the
World
5
Sports
games.
have been getting on to me, and they're like, "Look, you need to stop gambling so much because you're winning way too much money."
Well, I'd be
Well,
on
do you
5 in a row only for you idiots.
See, like, this is-
I got 2 because you didn't take my primary bet. Predominantly Steve's fault as expected, but so I had Villa Everton under 2.5 as my second bet, which lost because I don't want to talk about that anymore. But Arsenal scored 2 at Newcastle, which I fucking called, said that was my primary bet, shot down. I'd be 5 in a row, so just don't shoot me down. I've come around from 8 losses to 5 wins. I'm on a heater. I'm on a hot streak. I'm the microwave man.
Oh God, it's pathetic.
Yeah, bro,
I'm
you're
the
not
microwave
right,
man.
Absolutely.
I thought
Somehow-
that was bad the first time around.
Yeah. No, Brian, you're I don't know what you are. You're a fucking toaster or something. You're maybe get lucky for a minute or two and then you're fucked.
I'm a wood-fired oven. I'm cooking pizzas in 2 minutes.
So, microwave man, what are you putting down tonight?
Oh, you're gonna hate both my bets. I'll just tell you my primary one because you should take my primary one.
Sure.
Primary one is Wolves to beat Brighton at home at 3.2. Those odds
I
are
looked at it.
crazy. Brighton are shorter than Wolves at home. Wolves on not even that bad a streak they've lost. The loss got hammered at home to Burnley, then drew at the weekend, but they won their 2 games before that. Brighton can't fucking score. They apart from beating Leeds,
They did beat Leeds 2-0.
yeah, but three no-goal games before that. I just can't get over those odds. Everyone, this hot hand fallacy, Lennon, where he can't see the wood for the trees. This is the time that Wolves come back with 3.2, or what is it, 22 to 10, get the W.
I like it.
I like it.
No issues with that.
I like it. Steve?
Yeah, so last week I had West Brom to beat Wolves away. Ended up being a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, bad bet.
Pretty crap game.
Who
I actually ended up backing I ended up backing Wolves then before it to try and fucking hedge it a bit, and then of course it was a draw. So there's a lesson somewhere in there as well that I'm sure I'll learn at some stage. So this week I like this. Brian's probably not gonna like it, purely out of spite, but I have Leeds to beat Spurs at 5-2 at home.
Wow.
So
I don't hate it at all. I'm
Good value.
very glad like Steve is on the Leeds bandwagon.
yeah, well, I don't mind Leeds. I don't mind Leeds.
My only thing is, how realistic can Tottenham still kind of? Well,
the only problem it is the lunchtime kickoff on a Saturday, but there's a Friday night kickoff.
Oh, I keep it. I cannot wait for Steve to fuck this up.
No, because it doesn't. It's not the early kickoff then, because the Friday
you don't
kickoff.
want Sully special.
There's been plenty of Friday night kickoffs, and
Friday and early. Same thing.
No, there may have been Friday kickoffs, but we have been recording pods on Fridays. Now that we've moved the pod forward, the early kickoff becomes the first kickoff. So this is the second kickoff.
Typical financier moves the goalpost.
Oh, come on.
Semantics, Steve. Semantics.
It's not semantics.
It's not semantics. It's hoodwinks. It's like it's
neither semantics nor hoodwinks. It's just what it is.
Yeah, no, I cannot wait for this bet to lose, so I can.
Oh, I know it's in. No, fair enough. Like it's the early kickoff. It'd be weird. It'd be funny if they won and then it's completely reversed against. Sully.
And first of all, there's a difference between me getting on the early kickoff and Sully getting on the early kickoff. Sully on the early kickoff is a fucking flame to an oil tanker. Well, me getting on the early kickoff.
Let's not talk about me in flames. Let's not do that.
Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ.
So
Sully,
for our listeners, I was 90 seconds away from a car exploding on my face. But yeah, JJ Foxamore, how are you fixed?
How am I fixed? So I have this bet, and
well, what you have last week?
Last week I won. Man United Liverpool game was called off, so I won that.
So that is either void or carries on until the 13th of May. Either way, that bet is dust.
I'm looking forward to coming back to this at some point.
Yeah, I won.
And for this week?
So I got sent this, and I was just trying to find the bet. I was trying to find them.
Can't even come up with a bet himself. This is typical.
No, the fact it was pre-organized. It was pre-organized this week.
So Sheffield Wednesday to avoid the drop.
Oh, James.
3-1.
Don't bring us into your misery.
3-1.
Let's do it. I'm all for it. I'm all
3-1.
I don't like that because then we have a vested interest, and I don't want to have a vested interest.
I don't want to be supporting Wednesday to stay up.
Yeah, especially when
you're contradicting yourself. You said earlier on you did want it, or maybe that was Lenny.
You can dry your tears of frustration with money after the bet wins, and you have to listen to Fox shite on about it.
Oh yeah,
it would make it interesting.
Yeah, that actually.
It would make it interesting.
It'll soothe the pain.
It would make it interesting.
Yeah, no, 100%. I like those odds too.
3-1.
Yeah, but this accas is definitely not going to win because we come in with 2 fucking 3.
Yeah. But it's never worked the other way either. So until we hit one, then we'll decide
Swing for the ditches. Swing for the ditches. Sully's quiz tactics. Swing for the ditches. You know,
Sully's quiz tactics.
Live. I'd like to be for it to be. No, that's actually the wrong.
Okay. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but if we're not going to get 2 more vetoes on top of my veto for James Fox, then I'm not going to say it.
I can't believe they're only 3-1. I mean,
the frustrating thing about that now is the O'Keefe comes along on fucking Sunday afternoon going, I told you. See, you fucking idiots. I told you.
Yeah. Well, and also get to celebrate, pop some champagne for when, Wednesday get inevitably relegated.
Well, I am gonna keep it going with the nice prices. Last week I backed Leicester close to even money, and unfortunately that was a draw, so no dice. Terrible cold run for Sully. Sully the savant is now Sully the fucking broke idiot.
Yeah.
I have not been putting my own money on these bets, but this week I quite fancy it. I think Man City Chelsea draw at 12-5. After the midweek exploits.
I like that. Yeah. Was that my second one?
I have no idea. But I just think, it's just one of those games, isn't it? It's just after the midweek exploits, both with things to play for, like as in like Man City could have the league won by then, but
Chelsea.
I like it.
Chelsea are playing after, as in City played last night. Chelsea are playing tonight. City have won 33 of their last 36 games.
Chelsea's defensive structure.
Yeah, and I mean we've
They
been over this, Brian.
Yeah,
We
they
were over this
conceded
the last
5
time
to
this
West
came
Brom.
out.
Whatever about the first few games of Tuchel, they conceded 5 to West Brom. So let's not go on about Chelsea's.
Well, I mean, that was obviously an anomaly.
That was an anomaly.
Do you want to have do we have all our bets in?
So that's the 4 bets in there, yeah.
So our Champagne Hooligans bet of the week?
Sheffield Wednesday to avoid the drop.
No, that is definitely not. That is the James Fox bet that we will be criticizing next Wednesday.
Are we talking about the 5th bet, which is a multiplier?
Bet, the multiplier bet.
Oh, the multiplier. Oh, okay.
Leicester -1 against Newcastle. Leicester at home, Newcastle on the beach. Leicester needed to qualify for Europe, or the Champions League. I think that's 20. What is it? It's 6.
We definitely need the multiplier this week, despite the fact that we've
multiplier every week.
Multiplier every week.
So,
we don't have to be so spicy with it, though.
Well, that's 6 to 5. That's almost even money.
So what I have here now, okay, not too bad. So we will get in return.
Just give the odds, Shane.
No, it's pretty big. Like,
what is it? It must be like 400 to 1.
Oh, I've got here. It's 26 grand return.
Nice.
That's better. That's
yes,
better.
I like it. Holy shit! If this comes off,
Swing for the ditches.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely not, but love it.
Well, it's got a chance.
All right. This week it is the Premier League Hall of Fame quiz. Topical. So I'm not going to give any hints away to how I structure this quiz. You'll get it as it goes. Same rules apply as always. You get one guess. If you get it wrong, you're out. And at the end, whoever wins can give up their win, risk it for 2 points instead of 1. I think Steve wants.
Just a quick reminder.
Yeah,
Quick reminder of how we are standing at the moment. So Steve, that would be me, is on 6, with one of them being worth 2 when I let it out for the tiebreaker last week and came home with the victory regardless.
10 in a row, which
10 in a row.
Still not over that, to be honest. Fucking very
So
nice.
that's me at 6, Sully at 3, a gentleman's 3, not to be ashamed of.
I mean, I think that was the first 3 weeks. So
yeah, and then James Fox
7 without
coming in at 1. That is 1-1 for the listeners.
Stephen, you are the keyboard warrior. Like, you'll read up on all these football facts.
I know we can only
like,
be keyboard warriors because we're recording a fucking podcast. So
oh my god!
we have an option.
God, that's just awful. That is just awful. Look, Brian, I love the quizzes. I was actually very disappointed about last week, to be honest, because it was just actually because I know Steve did come back a little bit. I think he was Googling a few of the questions, but anyway, no, but I was just annoyed I didn't get the tie-break one that went to Ian. So
yeah.
No, I believe
You were very annoyed.
Yeah, we all saw how annoyed you were, James. Yeah. And, it was immortalized in video clipping history.
Yeah. Make an NFT out of it at some stage as well when we get rich.
Yeah. So question 1. Which Spanish side has Tony Adams managed?
Alves.
No. Didn't
Delete?
Alves.
No. All 3 wrong. Free for all.
Levante.
No.
Depor.
No.
Salamanca?
No.
Eibar.
Settle.
No.
Eibar.
No. Fox with the closest guesses so far, but
Sociedad.
no.
Betis.
No.
Almeria.
No.
Malaga.
No.
Zaragoza.
No.
I said Zaragoza.
I think we're gonna take a 0 from the first.
Alaves.
I said that
No.
at the start.
Just in case he wasn't listening.
The answer is Granada.
Oh.
Yeah, they're eighth in La Liga at the moment.
Wow.
So big fat 0
Granada.
from the idiots. Question 2. David Beckham has played on loan twice in his career for AC Milan and who?
PSG.
No.
I was going to say PSG. Thanks, James. United.
No.
Galaxy.
No. Free for all.
Real.
No.
AC Milan. Did you say
No.
that?
I said that. That was the one it wasn't.
Oh, fuck.
Preston.
Yes, James Fox. Very good.
God.
Yeah, I love the way I tricked you with the AC.
you like that, don't you?
I just thought, like, as in, like, I thought it was like one of the times that he was with the two that I mentioned. I thought he spent a season, then he went away, came back to them or something.
I can't believe PSG actually bought him. Or did he play PSG?
Yeah.
Signed him on a contract or like a free. Was it?
Great autobiography. Also, little fact: James Fox had all of David Beckham's hairstyles growing up, even cornrows.
You. No, I just had the mohawk for the 2002 World Cup.
No, that was Darren Huckabee. That was not David Beckham.
No, I believe.
Of course, the O'Keefe wants to be Darren Huckabee. We all want to be Beckham.
Question 3: which Arsenal manager signed Dennis Bergkamp from Inter Milan for a club record 7.5 million?
Bruce Rioch.
Yes, 2 for JJ Foxamore.
Stephen, this is ahead of your time, Stephen.
They were both pre-04, Ryan. I hope we're moving on.
Stephen only became a football fan in 06.
Which club, question 4, which club was the last of Sol Campbell's playing career?
Notts County.
No. But he did play there. That was the trick. That was the trick answer. He actually subsequently played Premier League football for 2 clubs.
Villa.
No, you're right. Steve.
Arsenal?
No, that was one of the two.
Yeah,
Arsenal. He went from Notts County back to Arsenal.
Shanghai Shenhua.
Free for all. Premier League team.
Everton.
No.
West Brom.
No.
Palace.
No.
Bolton.
No. Current Premier League team.
West Brom.
No.
I can only think of West Brom and Palace.
No.
United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Wolves.
No. Oh. You're on the right track, Sully. I'd keep going.
Brighton.
No.
Tottenham.
No.
Newcastle.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Last club of his career was Newcastle. So Steve needs another heater because it's 2 for Fox, 1 for Sully, 0 for Steve.
How many questions?
4.
Sorry, Brian. Sound was bad there. What's the score again?
yeah, 2 for Fox. All right, fuck off, Fox. Question 5: Eric Cantona's kung fu kick was against which team?
Crystal Palace.
Sully.
What?
First time
we all said that, and I said Palace.
Everyone said it.
I had finished by the time you guys started.
You didn't finish. You just said Crystal. So
I think you said Crystal Maze.
Yeah.
Question 6.
Come on, with me.
Against which side did Andy Cole score 5 goals in the Premier League?
Spurs. Or Ipswich.
No. Oh, you're out, Sully.
You're out, Sully.
Yeah, Fox, Ipswich.
Oh,
that sucks so much. It was a memory test from a previous quiz as well.
Didn't have a clue. Thanks, Sully.
Giving it away. Question 7: from which side did Arsenal sign Patrick Vieira?
Milan.
Yes, Sully.
What did he say?
Milan.
And was it Milan or was it Inter Milan?
No, it was AC Milan.
Milan. Like it's Inter or Milan.
All right.
This
quiz is fucking... No, he played for Inter afterwards, didn't he?
No, Steve, you're fucked because it's a Hall of Fame, so it's all like old school players, you know.
Why did you just point at something when you said Hall of Fame? Are you looking up what the Hall of Fame is on a
No,
computer
my
screen?
fucking phone flashed up.
Knowing who is in the Hall of Fame isn't going to help you this quiz because it's questions about the player.
Yeah, but being able to see their names is different to hearing it. They can give you that extra.
What have you got a notepad there, Sully?
So he has got a notepad. He just pointed at a notepad.
Fell loud, Quizmaster.
Yeah.
Quizmaster?
I mean, these questions, I literally have fuck all written on it. These questions don't work. It's the 3 clues questions that I need the notepad.
Still.
Yeah, I'm just logging into Google here now. Just gonna research.
You don't need to log into Google, James. You can just.
Sometimes you do.
It helps though, because if you
They know it's me.
Remembers.
They know it's me. Then it's
Remembers.
James. James, you're back.
Yeah, James, you're back. No,
X videos again. Is it James?
Sheffield Wednesday are still shit. Sorry,
British
James.
Bulldogs. That's better.
So question.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Question 8. At which club did Rio Ferdinand finish his career?
United.
No.
QPR.
Yes. Fox. Steve is in so much trouble.
Yeah,
so much trouble.
So tilted towards
Sorry.
older people.
That's true.
I'm the youngest here. I'm the youngest on the pod.
Rio Ferdinand finished his career in like 2015 or something. So
Yeah, Steve. That's a
That
Steve
is
Lennon
within your
question.
remit, Steve.
yeah. So question 9. After leaving Chelsea,
Here we go. Now we're talking.
now we're talking. Who did Didier Drogba join following his first spell at the club?
Galatasaray.
No.
Shanghai.
Yes. 5 for 5.
Wow.
And a home question.
Is that correct?
Yeah, he went to
Wee-wee-woo.
sure you haven't got that
Shanghai,
fucked up?
No, then Shanghai, then Galatasaray, then back to Chelsea, then Montreal, 100%, and that's a bad
Chelsea.
bad miss.
Chelsea.
Steve.
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 Oh, they should put me on the board. I support the supporters club. Pathetic. Don't even know.
So I'll reiterate the scores.
When are we going to have a Sheffield Wednesday quiz? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
We'll have one next week if they stay up.
yeah.
So never.
Fox is on 5, Sully's on 3. Steve, do you want to know how many on?
I'm on 0, Brian, but
Yeah, on 0.
I think this is the best thing that can happen for the quiz because of what's been happening, what the trend is. The trend.
I've seen this in the Eurovision.
Oh, yeah,
Neil
it's
Poit.
Yeah.
Stephen Lennon. Neil Poit.
0.
Question 10.
Bagel.
What is the only English club outside both London and the Premier League that Ashley Cole played for?
Derby.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, and it's 6 for Fox. Question 11. Who was the first non-striker to score 100 goals in the Premier League?
Lampard.
No. Out. He's an option, but he wasn't the correct one.
Skulls.
No. Another option, not the correct one. Say he was second, but JJ Foxamore, I'll give you a few seconds.
Oh, I was going to say something there, but no, I don't think it's right.
I'd go for it because I'm going to get free for all.
Vieira.
No.
Giggs.
Jesus.
Oh
If
my
he
god.
20 goals. I'd
Not
be
Giggs.
surprised.
Sully just said Giggs.
No, Giggs.
That's what I was going to say. That.
It's free for all.
Ronaldo hasn't
No.
scored 100 goals.
No, way earlier.
Ginola.
No. Ryan.
Letizia.
Yes, Sully.
He is a striker, Brian.
He's not a striker.
He's an attacking
Oh,
midfielder. He's an
come
attacking
on.
midfielder.
This is
Stephen,
Steve
go back to your
shows-
sticker book.
Shows his
Back to your
knowledge.
sticker book. Check.
shows his knowledge.
No.
Yeah, no, he wasn't a striker, Steve.
Okay, is that question 12? Am I right in saying that?
That was question 11.
You sure?
Yeah.
One was in nil. Fox got 2 and 3. I got 4 and
Fox has
5.
6, you have 4. We have a 0, and that was question 11. That's 11. So, have you verified the fact that you were wrong, Steve? I love that. You just didn't say anything because Matt Letizia was not a striker. He was an attacking.
Listen, an attacking midfielder is a striker in today's game.
No, but you're an idiot. And
Yeah.
no,
This is.
Join
question-
us when you can, Steve. Though, just jump on in.
Well, I'm so far ahead of you. I can afford to lose this quiz.
It would be pretty funny.
That's
If,
Wait,
awful,
Steve,
awful
Yeah,
shit.
is there? If you don't get a question right in the quiz, is there a
it should be a
forfeit?
minus point, actually. Oh, a forfeit. Oh, I like
And now we're just changing the goalposts during the quiz.
Well, Steve, do you think you won't get one of the next 8 questions?
I think I probably will get one of the 8 questions, but if I
Okay.
don't, there is no forfeit.
Why? I
Because
think
that's just
forfeit.
well, okay. Well, if James gets
Pussy.
another,
Oh my
if
God,
James gets another one right,
he's
he's
shitting
doing
himself.
forfeit.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle this. It's actually
Wow.
it's so embarrassing.
How-
Okay,
Cowardice.
I think from next week, anyone who gets 0 in the quiz, will
Yeah,
have-
which is much more likely to impact James than me.
Is that Mike getting bigger and Stephen's getting smaller? I don't know. Oh, he's speechless. He's speechless.
It's the second time
Oh,
Lenny's got a
another
little
drink.
bit
Another-
annoyed tonight. A little bit irritated.
Listen, it's a big night for me, and it's not the fucking quiz that I'm worried about.
This could be a great evening. This could be a great evening.
You can get the tiebreaker if it's
exactly. Yeah, that might be the real way of winning this quiz.
So, question 12: what Premier League side outside of London did Frank Lampard play for?
Man City.
Yes. Oh, Steve, that is 2 home ones against the head for James Fox. Oh my God, unbelievable!
Hey,
that was so easy as well. So,
Was he
I know,
not on
be the
loan
Sheffield
at someone's
Wednesday
shit?
quiz.
He was definitely on loan at someone's shit
Yeah,
that could have been in the Premier League.
he was on loan at Swansea, but wasn't Premier League side.
Oh, well, you did not specify that.
I did. I specified
did.
what Premier League side outside London, and they weren't playing the Premier League when Frank Lampard
A
played
Premier League side doesn't have to be in the Premier League.
in 1995. So question 13: from which club did Nottingham Forest sign Roy Keane?
Cove Ramblers.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is looking very good for James Fox. 8
Fox
for James.
quicker to the.
4 for Sully. Still, I think there'll be a TikTok dance forfeit coming for Steve. Because this, I mean, if you get 0, Steve, you can't complain. It has to be the first TikTok.
It has to be a 4.
No, I'm just waiting for the
lands
fucking
on 0.
I'm waiting
There's
for
definitely
James
a
to put
forfeit.
it all on the line, and then I'm just going to win the last question, and then that'll be hilarious for everyone.
Well, if you don't get anything, I think that's a fair. It's fair. So question 14: who did Robbie Fowler sign for after leaving Man City in 2006?
Leeds.
No.
Liverpool.
Yes.
Oh!
It was a great question.
You got the sweat from your forehead, Steve. Like
That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Question 15. Andy Gray once exclaimed, "Oh, you beauty, what a hit, son, what a hit."
Rooney.
You're right, Steve. When Steven Gerrard scored a Champions League goal against who?
Olympiacos.
Yes.
So
Oh
obvious.
my God.
That was so obvious, Sully. Come on, Sully. You got to get that.
So 9 for Fox, 4 for Sully, and Sully needs to get the remaining questions. Or no, I think. Oh yeah, he has to get the remaining questions. Interesting what Steve does here. But yeah, question 16: which club did Robin van Persie join after leaving Man United in 2015?
Bernard.
No, I didn't hear Steve.
I was exclaiming that I knew the answer.
Which you obviously didn't.
No, but I thought it was Feyenoord. But I haven't said Feyenoord, so I'm still in.
Fox. So Steve can give the quiz to Fox.
It's PSV.
It was not PSV. I'll go free for all.
Fenerbahce.
Yes.
Oh, nice one, Sully. Well done.
Yeah, Fenerbahce. Question 17: which club did Peter Schmeichel join after leaving Man United in
Villa.
No.
City.
No, out. God, I thought both of you would be on that in a second. Fox, 5 seconds.
Galatasaray.
No. Free for all.
Bromby.
No. Peter Schmeichel left on a free in 99. Where did he go? Guys, it's common knowledge. This is shocking.
Yeah, it's grand if you write the fucking questions.
I knew this well before writing the questions.
Inter.
No. It was not an English side. It was a European
Yeah, I
side.
know it was a European side. I can't fuck.
Rosenborg.
No, it wasn't.
Inter Milan.
No, it wasn't Italian. It wasn't Northern European.
French.
PSG.
No.
Monaco.
No.
Barca.
No.
Besiktas.
No.
Sporting Lisbon.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it was Portuguese.
Yeah.
That's why you went with Besiktas.
Yeah.
Ryan, just run through the scores there again.
Yeah, 10 for Fox, and I mean
yeah.
that one was really bad, particularly if you Sully United fan. 10 for Fox, 5 for Sully, 1 for Steve.
I mean, nobody's bigger than the club. Once he's gone, who cares?
Exactly.
No,
Good answer, Sully.
it was just shocking. Not
We
to
shouldn't be writing it. Well, next quiz shouldn't be on all the Sheffield Wednesday players because honestly,
I mean, I honestly can't wait for season 2 when someone else is quizmaster and I clean up.
Sorry? I don't think anyone. You're the quizmaster, Brian.
That doesn't happen.
No, it does. I'm going
Let
to
the talent answer the question.
I'm going to win. 38 from 38. 38 Premier League weeks, 38 wins for O'Keefe. Probably double that. So
just like fantasy, Brian.
76 wins for O'Keefe. and another fantasy win in another grand from the lads.
Host, no one actually cares about you. So could you facilitate the rest of us, please?
Maybe going to Sully.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about the host of the quiz, which is you.
Yeah. The commish. Question 18. John Terry only played for 3 teams during his career: Chelsea, Aston Villa, and which championship side on loan in 2000? Oh, I'd love the way Steve is having a nightmare on the Chelsea questions. 2 against the head already. Probably going to be 3.
Forest.
PPR.
Yes, Sully. Forest. 3 against the head for Steve Lennon. Oh, I love it. I love it. It gets my dick hard.
I'm just waiting for the winner takes all.
Yeah.
This is pathetic. It's the worst. It's the worst performance from Steve I've ever seen.
It's so bad.
comebacks are
You would
so
think he
bad.
had something else on his mind that was of a little bit more importance than the fucking.
Oh, right,
Same
yeah.
last week. Same last
Massive
week.
impact, of course.
Yeah, no. Oh my god, it's a shocker. And he came in so hot and so fucking.
I'm not worried about letting the boys
I'm the
win.
microwave man. I'm the microwave man. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming full circle. It's coming full circle. Oh, it's broken. It's broken. It's not moving around anymore.
Trip to switch.
Question 19. Who signed Ian Wright from Arsenal in 98?
QPR.
West Ham.
Yeah.
Ian Wright. Ian Wright. He's got
I mean, it's impressive. I'll take it
It's
from
impressive,
Fox.
but it's irrelevant and it will be endless,
Well,
worthless.
James Fox doesn't have to give up the tiebreaker.
Yeah, you do though. You do.
I mean,
Question 20, and this is one absolutely thousands of Steve and Sully. Which club did Manchester United sign Nemanja Vidic from?
Lazio.
No.
Some fucking Serbian team or something.
Again, no, it wasn't.
Oh, it's Inter Milan.
It was not. He went to Inter Milan after leaving.
Oh,
you.
sorry.
It's a
Fiorentina.
Russian side. No, free for all.
Zenit.
No.
Spartak.
Spartak Moscow.
Yeah, Steve.
Steve will take that. A nice little 2. The one before he needs the momentum. The one before he needs the momentum.
I think Steve got 2. Steve only got on the board from 2 free for alls, did he? Oh no, I think he maybe got 1. But still, shocking.
I think it was 2 free.
Shocking. One of the worst quiz performances of all time.
And yeah, could still win it.
Well, so JJ Foxamore 11, Sully 5, Steve 2. JJ Foxamore, you know the rules. Are you willing to give the quiz up for the one tiebreaker? I would say it's probably in Fox's favor, this tiebreaker, but to get
I would
2,
also say that he's
Fox,
so far down the table that he needs 2 points instead of 1.
Yeah.
well, Fox, if you decline, you'll be on 2. If you get it and if you agree to go ahead and win, you'll tie Sully, and it'll be 6-3-3. So
Who was on 6 there? Oh, it's me.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Should be.
I'd be on.
So James,
I mean, I want the 1 point, but I would just be so happy to just fucking dick Steve over and not let him have any sort of comeback on
I
it.
mean, judging by Steve's performance, he's already out. So,
or is it the greatest ruse in the quiz history?
well, we'll find out. If
Maybe Steve's
James,
like, oh, I'll just check the Chelsea teams. I'll read a bit about Chelsea, not listen to the fucking quiz. And let's
not get any
21.
of the Chelsea's three Chelsea questions, all 3 wrong.
James Fox, what is your decision?
So, Brian, I am a gambling man,
No, I like it, James. I like it.
but I've been thinking about it. The week that's in it with Sheffield Wednesday, and I'm gambling a lot away with my life, and I feel I should continue with this.
Way!
So
But
that's
then I
Oh,
think I'm going to take my points,
don't do that.
boo.
and
Don't
that a good week for James.
Lot of
We'll
respect
take the
lost.
points.
Lot of respect.
You
And
have a
yeah,
lot of
so-
respect for that.
No, a lot
Yeah.
of respect lost. I mean,
Oh,
I
for
would
sure.
I would love to dick Steve over, but I mean, like,
Ah, look, Steve's
lot
going to
of
have a
respect
miserable evening
lost.
as it is. Real Madrid are going to win the Stamford Bridge, and I think Steve. To be honest, if I was Steven, I wouldn't even show up next week to the.
So
quiz.
James,
But,
are we just
what's
confirming
that?
that you're taking your
What's that,
point?
Brian? I'm going to take a point.
All right, boys. Well, that was a blast. Thank you for your time, and thanks to everyone out there listening. Do please like, share, subscribe, and let us know what your thoughts are and anything you want us to talk about next week. Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Like.